A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back to my science online class. So students, we were studying 6th chapter from your science book, right? The chapter name is Changes Around Us. So today let's continue the chapter. So all of you open your books, page number 48. See, today's first topic is physical and chemical changes. Another way of classifying changes is based on whether new substances are formed during the change or not. We can classify changes on the basis of whether new substances are arise or new substances are formed during the change or not. So on the basis of formation of new substances, we can classify the changes. Based on this, changes are of two types. So based on these changes, we can say that changes are of two types: physical change and chemical change. So there are two types of changes. Number one, physical change and chemical change. Okay, in a physical change, the substance changes its form but does not change its chemical composition. In physical change, the substance changes its form but does not change its chemical composition. What is physical sense? Physical sense is the sense in which the substance changes its form but does not changes its chemical composition. Okay, no new substances are formed. In physical change, no new substances are formed. Okay, the molecules of the substance remain exactly the same as before, so there will be no change in the chemical composition. So the chemical substance or the molecules of the substance remains same as before the change. Okay, examples are kicking a ball. If you kick a ball, then what will happen? When we kick a ball, only the position changes. If you kick a ball, then the ball changes its place. First of all, it is here. After kick, it will be there. Okay, no chemical changes happen here. The molecules with which the ball is made remains the same. The molecules with which the ball is made remains the same, only its position is shifted. Number 2, sharpening a pencil. When you sharp a pencil, the size of the pencil changes on sharpening. If you continue to sharp a pencil, then it will become smaller and smaller. Okay, however, no new substances is formed. If you sharp a pencil, then will a new pencil form? No, there is nothing. No new substances is formed. Instead of that, the pencil will smaller and smaller after sharpening. Number 3 example, drying of wet clothes. Here again no new substance is formed. If you dry wet clothes, then no new clothes will formed, only it will dry. Okay, freezing of water. When we freeze water, we get ice. The molecules of water and ice are the same. The molecules which form water, the same molecule present in the ice. Okay, so after freezing, no molecular change will happen. Number 5, when we heat a piece of iron, it expands. So if we heat a piece of iron, then it expands, it melts. Liquids also expand on heating. This is called expansion. Liquid also expand on heating. This is called expansion. Okay, on cooling, both return to its their original place size. After you cool down, that both will return to their original size. Now see, how is this property of expansion also useful in daily life? How it is useful? How expansion is useful in daily life? See, all the tools shown in the picture have an iron ring which fits into a wooden handle. So here iron ring is present which fits into a wooden handle. The ring is usually slightly smaller in size than the wooden handle. When the iron ring is heated, it expands in size and can be easily fitted into the ring. If you heat iron, then it will expand, and after cooling, then it contracts. Okay, expansion and contraction. And after cools down, it can be easily fitted into the ring. On cooling, the iron ring contracts and fits tightly on the handle. After contraction, it will be more tight and fits tightly on the handle. Similarly, this property is also used to fix a metal rim on a wooden wheel of a cart. So this property is used to fix a metal rim on a wooden wheel of a cart. The metal rim is slightly smaller in size. So the metal rim is slightly smaller in size. If you heat that, it will expand and can be fitted on the heel tightly. Cold water is poured on it to cool it. Cold water is used on it to cool it. It contracts on cooling and fits tightly on the wheel. So after cooling, it will contract and fits tightly on the wheel. Most physical changes are temporary and can be easily reversed. Most physical changes are temporary and physical changes can be easily reversed. As like that iron rod, you can expand iron rod by apply heat, and also you can cool down it to return back to their original size and original shape. Okay. However, some physical changes like sharpening a pencil cannot be reversed. So if you sharpen a pencil, it cannot be reversed. It becomes smaller and smaller. A chemical change takes place when there is a chemical reaction between the substances. Chemical changes takes place when there is a chemical reaction between the substances. If chemical reaction occur, then chemical changes will take place. A new substance is formed. Most chemical changes are permanent and irreversible. In chemical change, a new substance is formed. Most chemical changes are permanent and irreversible. You cannot get the previous substance after the change. Understand? So students, it's your today's class. Hope you all understand the topics. So in our next class, we will discuss the rest topics. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day ahead.